Okay, so just tell me again what you just did. Just real quick, just for the people.
There's a shop.
Alright, now this is a D&D campaign that you wrote.
Uh-huh.
Now, you told me... Now, what did you just tell me?
In the main city, there is a shop.
Okay.
It's called Victoria's Secret.
And you've already received a smack on the head from a teddy bear for that. Now, tell the people, what does this merchant provide?
Armor.
You are a very, very sick and depraved child. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Now, even the people that don't play D&D, normal women will find that hilarious. Do you think?
They should.
What's your favorite D&D dice say about you? This was your first set, or you got them to match your character's aesthetic. These are probably hand-me-downs, or you found them on clearance. You spend half the game holding these up to the nearest light source, completely mesmerized. You don't own one set, you own several in different colors. You probably thought you were being edgy and unique until you found out like everyone has a pair. You got these because you think you're tougher than you actually are. You are chaotic neutral. Not your character, you. You're probably a veteran player who's hoarded dice in the past, or you're just a complete spaz. The entire table screams when these light up. I don't believe you. Whoa! You don't care about anything at the table. The minis, the board, people's drinks, people's feet, nothing. You had to one-up the guy with big dice, or you're playing a tiny character. Crap, I lost the D8 again. You're a compulsive buyer and made a snap decision, but look how pretty they are. You lied to your friends about how much these cost. You're an attention whore. They looked cool at first, but now you can't read them. Why?
Hello there, traveler. Are you here to accept my little quest? I'll have you know that it is no ordinary treasure hunt. I'm sure you're up for this. Alright. You will need a few things before you go. First, you will need this compass that was once used by the greatest pirate ever to sail. And craziest, too. And of course, what kind of treasure hunt would there be without a treasure map? I'm sure you've heard the stories, but this treasure map will lead you to the famous Trove of Nathaniel Flint. The Loot of 1,000 Worlds, they call it. But let's see if it's a reality, huh? Good luck out there, and be safe.
Dice jar, really big dice jar. Natural one, you dumb fuck. Dice jar, really big dice jar. Part 2. Gotta go faster, you dumb fuck.
Where I grew up, and right there is where my parents were killed. Oh, wow. This is the exact same spot where I killed some kid's parents. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, put on some pants! Oh yeah, then I said... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, wrong room. Sorry. Ah! The Lord shall cover you! Oh my gosh. Oh, I am so sorry. Put this on, put it on. Look, you need to put a warning on that door next time. Someone could just hip thrust themselves into this room without warning. You done getting dressed? You good? Okay, good. Inventory in D&D doesn't make sense. Let me show you why. Halt! You must empty out all of your belongings on the table before you can meet the king.
Fine. Here's my axe, my sword, my other sword. Forgot about this one. My knives, a bow, the evil king's crown, rations I have not touched, some torches, shield. Forgot about this sword. Book mimic, some real books, some extra armor, bottle of mead.
Where did you store all of this?
You know, I have no idea, but I just jumped over a 50-foot cavern and then backflipped onto a dragon with ease with all of this on me.
My players have a lot of pets in their games. Most of them are chosen. Let me tell you about one that wasn't. So the players were sent on a little side quest to look for these things called stone silk spiders. They produce stone silk. Fun fact about these spiders, they imprint on the first thing they bite. And up until now, the Warlock has had a very hard time being around spiders because he has a fear of them. So after a very long dungeon through these very old sewers, the Warlock is bitten by a baby spider. At first he tried to crush it, but then it just nuzzled him like a cat. So now it lives in his coat pocket. He hasn't named it yet. I'm certainly on the side of Toaster.
Here's another campaign that I wrote because I was insane and I made a lot of campaigns. All I told my players going in was to just make a generic teen character. Ones that you would see in like Breakfast Club or any sort of teenage show. During our first session, we all sat down and I kind of just went through the generic of like high school. You know, you have classes, kind of bitchy teacher and all of that. But the first time somebody cracked a joke, I took out my phone and I played a laugh track. Why would I, you may say? That's because they were stuck in a sitcom. That's right, plot twist, all of you are stuck in a sitcom. Then the point became apparent. You have to escape this sitcom. All of the enemies were like teen drama archetypes, like the bully or the shitty teacher. They couldn't leave the grounds because there was nothing else there. You just left and you came back another door because it's a teen show. They can only afford one set. The entire time I'm playing early 2000s music as well. We all enjoyed it. It was very fun.
Bad traits to give to your D&D villains. Giving them low self-esteem.
I can easily be defeated!
Being gullible.
People call this a throne all the time.
Well, I think it's perfect. Being a level 1 wizard.
I have the power of a god!
Boop. Having short-term memory loss.
So you finally arrived. Yeah, when'd you get here?
And making them a bard.
Hi.
Heard someone ordered an extra large package.
One of my players is, in real life, an engineer, and he loves to play wizards. And every single one of you DMs should understand the potential behind that combination. One session has them allied with a storm giant on his ship about to fight a cloud giant on his ship, and they had some time to prepare. He says he has an idea, and that he needs a siege harpoon and 2 of their bags of holding. He then proceeds to draw out, in front of me, a blueprint for a missile that will force a bag of holding into another bag of holding upon impact. For those who know, you know. DC is very high. If he fails it, everyone gets sent over to a different plane of existence, but the freaking guy rolls a 25 or more? It was high. Successfully created, the storm giant takes it, knocks it into his crossbow, and then fires it off at the enemy, and he lands, he hits like a 20-something, and when it lands, it wipes out like half of that boat's, infantry. And as a DM, I...
Welcome back, traveler. Do you have a item that you want me to identify? Oh, okay. A deck of cards. You want me to identify? Okay, I can identify this for you. Could be a deck of illusions. me a deck of many things? How did you even find this? Oh, no, 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 no. I need to put this into a lead box and not let anyone touch. You didn't draw any cards, did you? The rogue did? What did they draw? They drew the void? Oh, no. You're gonna have to ask Quincy for help on this one. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Funny multi-classes to give to your D&D characters. A barbarian, who's also a bard.
La la la.
A monk, who's also a cleric.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why do I keep doing this?
The Oath of Throne, a back paladin, who's also a rogue. Alright, we gotta get through there without making any noise, so follow my lead. Shh. And a bard, who's also a druid. Hey, did you guys hear polar bears aren't going extinct? You're welcome.
I'm about to make your day about 50 times more delightful, so if you have no interest in that, please keep scrolling. Still here? Okay, I have recently discovered the absolute joy that is out-of-context Dungeons & Dragons quotes. And literally everyone on the internet needs to know about this right now, so please enjoy some out-of-context D&D quotes. Hold! You are distracted by the sexy advances of dirt. Okay, now please don't think I'm crazy when I say this, but fairies exist, and we're bros with them. Greetings, I'm Vlad, and I'm a sorcerer. And this is my horse, Horserer. Very well then. I try to seduce the lock. Friends, we're not giving the goat of terror to an orphan, especially not one we've mistreated. Listen, mister, we're not leprechauns. You don't have to sell us. Very well then. Mephistopheles accepts your challenge to a bake-off. To answer your question, yes, we will definitely be doing more of these.
Benson Hives is our bug druid. He was born into a rather vicious pirate clan, but was so bad at piracy that his parents sent him away to college, hoping that he would flunk out and return home to take piracy seriously. Little did they know he would find his true calling in science and earn a degree in entomology. This degree is what earned him a spot on the expedition as a member of the science team, and the expedition is where he discovered his druid powers. The very first bug he turned into was a giant centipede that definitely scared his party members. He has since turned into many things, such as spiders and human-sized praying mantis, but his favorite tends to be the bees. He will typically turn into one for recon missions or a whole cloud of them for combat. He also keeps loose honey in his jacket and pulls it out whenever he needs it, so Ben, our bug druid.
Nobody needs to know.
The Reynolds pen.
Nobody needs to know.
You enter this room and you see a bed half made, and a desk with a book open on top. I'd like to investigate the book. Great, make an investigation check.
I know a thing or two about books, and that's a book.